I think you'll understand them quite well. Think about a tomb. Let's say you're decorating your tomb, and you have a doorway, and you want to have a religious inscription over the doorway. You want it to say, may I have all the bread and beer and things good and pure that the gods love. Let me do a brief summary of what we did last time, because it leads directly into what I want to do today.
From the very tops of the monuments, to the lost continent, the land conquered with dominance, the prominent providence, I'm prosperous and promise to harvest logic, built on spheres of the earth's energy, circled race and plains. It's astonishing in today's age. How could you possibly acknowledge me logically? Pharaohz, snuff for the great, the prophecy was property. Pharaohz, snuff for the great, snuff for the great, snuff for the great. Now when the sand blows over and the sphinx disintegrates, the hieroglyphics, the hyperphysics, the mathematicians into triplets, it covers God's existence with persistence. So what's the instance between the distance that made the difference? Travel through time, stay alive to be a witness. The triple sixes, the mental fitness, exercise, be wise. So could you live this? A living sickness.
That's what the Egyptians had also. They had different forms of writing. We have the last inscription written on a wall in a temple in ancient Egyptian.
I get mad aggravated, that's when necks get lacerated. You facts for the wrath of the pain, burn you with gas and acid rain. Still protecting yourself from the slash to the face, still passing the grave. Fuck all you claiming your belt holders. You frozen a polar, I arose in the soul of the soul controller. Until the ocean's frozen over, strong I maintain the brain sober.
Pharaoh's is snafu, silent and strike like the cobra. Just reference to the ancient rules of the text, and we told you in 3 different languages, just to ensure you'd understand and put your hands on this advantage and escape from the common anguish. We coming at the globe nameless, mighty sword straight down upon the brainless and useless. We gave you Moses and the jewels of knowledge, hold your excuses. Now excuse us, now from go to the north, I go to the south pole, twist in opposite directions, so let's just diffuse this before more of these mortals refuse this.
So that's the second way a hieroglyph can be used. After a bunch of phonetic sounds, giving you a picture of what it is. You can write your names in hieroglyphs and see if they can figure out who the people you've written are. And I want you to know the different scripts that ancient Egyptians took with them 150 scientists to study Egypt as it had never been studied before. No one had ever done anything like that.
The ancient tablet is some sort of way, it's the magnet that keeps me so attracted to it. Burial treasures, symbolic knowledge, scratched in the text passages, and one in practice is the past with a path to it. Ancient rituals, temples in the centers, plentiful to the depth descender, and with a blessing, rest in a journey to quest steps to the last breath of the snuff. Gone from what it seemed eternal till they cracked the tomb. Took dynamite and blasted through. There stood a fantastic view. Mapped and took it to statues, robbed of the last jewel. Curse of the Pharaohs, nothing's worse but when time's reversed and I'm dispersing the arrows. The deadly scenario, disturbing the burial of the imperial. That's ignorant, not being spiritual. That's just me being lyrical. In times of the original, the mind sees miracles. Most blind to the inclined mind, the wise to the pinnacle. That's just me rocking a symbol. Rosetta's text, snap through.
And the Rosetta Stone, broken as it is, fragmented as it is, right? It's broken, it's not complete, was from originally a stela erected in front of the temple. And they carved it in hieroglyphs because it was important. They carved it in Demotic so the people could read it. And they carved it in Greek so Ptolemy V could read it because he couldn't read Egyptian. It was found at a fort, Fort Rosetta. Napoleon's men were digging the fortifications, and buried into the wall of the fort was this stone, the Rosetta Stone. And for the first time, the records of ancient Egypt could be read.